I needed to get away, not for long, just a weekend. Someplace quiet, far from work, people, and the noise that never seems to stop. I found a listing online, cheap, remote, no neighbors for miles. A small wooden cabin tucked deep in the mountains, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no internet. Perfect. The drive was peaceful at first, trees lined the road. The sky dimmed slowly as dusk settled in. But something about the last turn made my stomach twist. My GPS glitched out. The road became narrow, almost forgotten, like no one had driven it in years. When I arrived, the cabin looked exactly like the photos, a bit older, maybe, a little too quiet. Still, I was tired. I unpacked, locked the door, and made a fire in the old stone fireplace. The air was heavy, cold. There was a guest book on the wooden table. Handwritten entries, some dated from decades ago. The last one stood out. It was dated only 1 day before I arrived. But the listing said no one had rented the place in over a year. The message read, "I hear him outside the window. He scratches when I sleep. He wants in. But I will not open the door. I will not become like the others." It was signed only with an initial L. I stared at the page for a long time. That night, the wind howled hard. Something brushed against the cabin wall. I told myself it was an animal. Then I heard footsteps on the porch. Slow, deliberate, no knock, no voice, just breathing. I turned out every light and waited with my back against the bedroom door. By morning it was gone. But outside, I saw footprints, bare, human. They circled the cabin, and they led into the woods. I should have left right then, but I wanted answers. I searched the cabin, under the bed, in the attic, behind the old wardrobe, nothing. Until I opened the basement door. It was colder than the rest of the cabin. The stairs creaked under my weight. I held a flashlight as I descended. The walls were stone, wet, moldy, and there, in the far corner, was a mattress, stained, torn. Beside it, a pile of clothes, men's clothes, and a journal. Most of the pages were ruined. Mold ate through them, but a few entries remained readable. Day 2, the scratching has started again. He whispers my name now. Day 14. The cabin shifts when he comes near. It breathes. I hear it inhale. Day 6, I have not eaten. I cannot sleep. I saw my reflection, and it was not me. The last page said only this: "If you read this, you are next." I ran upstairs and slammed the basement door shut. It did not matter that night. I saw the figure, outside the window, standing perfectly still. He looked like me, but older, dirtier, eyes wide, mouth slightly open. He smiled, and then he vanished. I packed my things and drove all night, but I ended up back at the cabin. Every road led me there. The fuel gauge dropped. The clock blinked 2:33 a.m., the exact same time the footsteps started again. They are louder now, stronger. He knocks once, waits, then scratches along the door. I have not let him in. Not yet. I read the guest book again. The ink on L's entry is still wet. I believe L never left. I believe L is the one outside, or maybe the one inside. Maybe the cabin makes more of us, keeps us, one by one. The walls have started whispering. They know my name now. Tonight I will not sleep. If he comes again, I will face him. But if I lose, if you ever rent a cabin that feels too cheap, too far, too forgotten, check the guest book. And if the last entry is still wet, run before the door opens for you.